Well, I've realized that some people will only learn when some like frustrating things happen to them. Well, I'll not blame you. There are some things I learned only when I went to a particular funeral, and I like the person was young and very close to me, and that reminds me that you know what, this could be you. That alone changed my entire life, changed what I prioritize, changed the way I value things, like just changed a lot of things in me. And so I don't really blame people, but I won't pray for you to go through the extreme of things for you to learn some basic lesson. And that is why since that day to date, you see that each time I learn something, I share. And that for me gives me a lot of fulfillment and happiness. And one of the things I've been talking about is finances. Why do I talk a lot about finances? It's simple. I am born, or I was born and raised in Cameroon to be precise. And I thought it was a Cameroon thing, by the way, but I see it's everywhere now because I've been able to travel, so I can see that it's not a Cameroon issue. So this is what I noticed. I noticed that some people live happily, like when they had jobs or when they were married, and like mostly ladies. So some women who were married to ministers could change their cars like every week, every day, and unfortunately their husband became sick or dead, or they divorced, and this person is living a very frustrating life. Not and sometimes the men go away and the women have to take care of the kids. And guess what? This person who was living in the best of communities, changing the cars every day, doesn't even have money to take care of her kids, pay maybe a rent for a month. So when I observed that, and for me it made me to start questioning the retirement plans in Cameroon, starting to read about it, and also question like what are some of the challenges people have that enable them not to save a lot during retirement, and what happened to women that are married to rich people. Is that they don't work, or they're not allowed to work, or they don't understand what happened with their finances, they don't have access, question like that. And with that, I really realized that some women are stay-home mothers, like housewife, full-time housewife, which is, of course, if it's your ministry, is the way God called you to serve. For me, it's okay as far as that is what God tells you to do. But what I was concerned with is them being also self-empowered. Self-empowered doesn't mean you're not submissive, which is the what some people would narrow minds think. That when you become self-empowered as a lady, you shouldn't or you won't submit to your partner, which I don't agree with. So I understood that there was the importance of ladies to learn whatever they could do from home, and that's why I created my first page, work from home, with that mostly geared towards women, because I saw a lot like people who could not, like children that they were very smart, but because their parents were divorced and they were not talking or whatever, those children suffered, they could not even continue their education and their mom could not help out, or a situation in which maybe they lost their father. And mostly the women are the ones who carry the burden. So that to me, and also adding to the crisis we had around that happened, a lot of other things became complicated. Maybe some people could not get to where they were working, or their homes were destroyed. And I asked myself, what can we do better? And yes, we could use our phones to be offices and offer products and services. And of course, digital marketing now is not new. Some people called me scammer. I hope those people who call me scammer now, it's still a scam to be a digital marketer or content creator, right? But that's another topic. So what now in the US? I realized the same thing. A lot of women go through divorce, and by the way, it's not just divorce. Sometimes reality of life is some people become sick, and life is not the same. When you're healthy, you can show up to work at any time. If you need more money, you can go and work overtime. But the question is, what happened when you're sick? And yes, I've taken time to like study what happened to this spouse. There have also been very caring husbands whose wife have been sick. So not just women now with the US, what I understand, have been husbands whose wife have been sick for years, and they're working extremely hard to take care of their wives. And there have been men whose wives are sick, or women whose husbands are sick, and now they want to really work extra, but they cannot because of the hospital appointments. So we got to situations like that, and also the reality that we all will get old at some point. It's not a matter of choice. We all will die at some point. It's not a matter of choice. We have to do things smartly. Some of us live like we are going to live and be healthy and work forever, and that's why I'm so dedicated this particular year, not just to educate about finances, but to be specific and straight to the point, nowhere beating around the bush. Take time to plan your finances, no matter how much you're earning. Take time not just to invest in things that you can see immediate earnings, but to help your children to inherit something. Help your children. How can you do that? Please contact me. We have a lot of opportunities in the US, and one of the opportunities we have is the opportunity to transfer wealth. Yes, you can have a policy that enables you to transfer wealth to your next generation. Contact me and I will explain more to you. Second, you can decide that each month you are saving a certain amount for your child, for yourself, for your future, for the college of your kid. You can do that with accounts that have compound interest. Contact me, I will explain more. You can also decide that, you know what, in case I'm getting old and I should not be in a situation that I cannot take care of my basic needs, create an income for life account, long-term care as it is called. So you don't need to wait till you're old and just depend on your 401k, on your pension. Please, we have gone past beyond that generation. So don't wait to those moments to see that, oh, maybe this pension, the amount cannot be influenced. If it was supposed to be maybe $3,000 every month, it's just going to be $3,000 every month. And at age 70, you'll not be able to go and be working overtime. Let's be real. You'll not be able to work overtime. And if you're sick and you need to pay extra, you will not be able to go and do that extra money. No. So the time to start planning for those things is not when you're old or when you're 50. It's now. So contact me. Let's make sure that we don't need to work and break all our bones. We don't need to develop hypertension before we retire. We don't need to abandon all our children for other people to take care of before we retire or do the needful. The time is now. Make sure you have those plans in order before you need them. So yes, we are starting this year by doing the right thing. Write the right policies and make sure you're having more peace of mind. You don't need to bring it back. Yeah.